Quite a bit of reuse and a baggy sweater. Is this MJ an upgrade or a downgrade? Find out in this week's review of Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home, MJ. Unlike other iterations of the character, this MJ is quite observant.
What are you hiding, Peter?
The type to listen to true crime podcasts, she's cynical and deeply mistrusting.
Articulation, bruh.
Before we get into articulation, let's talk about the Zendaya likeness here. She looks, sad. Yeah, she looks sad. Let's just do a bit of a side-by-side here. And from certain angles you can see it, but mostly she just looks sad. Head's on a ball and... I think it's a ball and hinge. Yeah, it is a ball and hinge. Head's on a ball and hinge, allowing her to look down all the way, but her hair does sort of stick up weirdly at the back. All the way up, and oh, her hair does kind of get out of the way there. That's kind of nice. You get some left to right, and a little bit of tilt, but not a whole lot. Even though there is an overlay over top of this white shirt that she's got on, there isn't a lot of crunch forward and back. There's basically nothing. And it's just due to the articulation underneath, not the overlaid sweater, which looks great, by the way. The stripes on it are beautifully painted. You get up a little bit close on it, and you can see sort of like a pixelization, so I'm not sure if they used the same printing tech as they did on the face. There's a swivel at the diaphragm, but not the waist. Arms rotate all the way around. There's a single jointed elbow that gives you a deep cut, even with that baggy sweater. There's also a swivel at that same elbow. Ball and hinges all the way up, but there is a bit of a gap in there. You can actually see through to the white shirt underneath. Looks kind of funky. Hands do rotate right around and hinge up and down. Not a whole lot. I think it's because the hands are recessed in there. Legs kick up. Yeah, a decent amount for a civilian. They kick out a good amount. There's an upper thigh swivel. A double jointed knee. Still pinned. Wait, are these? No, these aren't the same legs as before, are they? Oh, I guess. Oh yeah, okay, I see what they did here. Yeah, so the socks were painted this time around, but the buckle wasn't. Oh, tricky Hasbro. There's no boot swivel, even though there's kind of a spot for it. Feet hinge down, hinge up, and rocks like the socks that are painted this time around.
Those aren't the socks she came in with.
Let's move.
Question of the week. In the MCU iteration of Spider-Man, what does MJ stand for? Is it A, Michelle Jordan, B, Michelle Jackson, C, Michelle Jones, or D, Mary Jane?
Accessories. Does this purse go with my bra, bruh?
Alright, MJ comes with a set of fisted hands, for some reason, and a set of open hands, which makes way more sense. And here's the dickory-dickory-doo, or dickadadiva. I'm sure I'm saying that right.
The Machina de Cadavis.
Pretty good sculpt here. An excellent sculpt even. It's two parts. You can see on the inside that's a different molded plastic, and then the outside has some amazing details that fit perfectly in her hand. You just kind of have to wedge her fingers into the grooves there, and she'll hold it no problem. Answer of the week. Earlier I asked, in the MCU iteration of Spider-Man, what does MJ stand for? Answer? C, Michelle Jones.
Go sit yourself.
Whether she's winning the debate competition or drawing people in distress, MJ can go sit herself. Now, in the movies, they never mention that he has an interest in Transformers, but he's definitely a third wheel. Here's Marvel Legends' Ned. Next up, her Spider Overlord, Peter Parker. And the last young chap amongst the group, my name's Charlie Xavier. That sounded more like John Travolta from Grease.
Come on, Sandy, don't make me laugh. Ha ha ha.
You can't live in New York without bumping into a few of these people. Here's Marvel Legends Matt Murdock, either a Beastie Boy or a member of the Tracksuit Mafia, and Jonah J. Jameson. Next up, her comic book counterpart, here's Mary Jane Watson, and from that Homecoming 2-pack, another Zendaya MJ.
Think on sexy thoughts. Think on sexy thoughts.
So is this MJ an upgrade or a downgrade? To be honest, it's kind of both. The open hands are better than the generic hands we've seen, again and again from female Marvel Legends. However, the gripping hand that came with the previous release makes more sense for a civilian character. Like, why does she have two-fisted hands?
No way. She can't. There's no way.
Calm down, boys. Let me just ask.
The paint applications have mostly improved. The lines on the baggy sweater are flawless, and the Black Series style elbows do give you more range. Taking a closer look, I realize that the diaper crotch piece is a different sculpt. When it comes to likeness, I think I prefer the expression on the old release. They both have a ball and hinge, but the gap gives you a head tilt needed for such a sarcastic character.
I am a glass half full kind of gal.
So while I won't be getting rid of the old release anytime soon, the paint printing detail make this release an upgrade. If you're looking to get the accessory, wait for a sale price, or maybe somebody in the community will be nice and send it to you.
Is this the box?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's impossible.
I know.
Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with your bra. And remember, collect responsibly.